Welcome back, dear students. Now, in this lecture, we are going to study the self-incompatibility in Nicotiana. A series of self-incompatibility or self-sterility alleles ensures cross-pollination in many plants. In fact, it is well known for long that some plants just will not self-pollinate in contrast to selfing in pea plant by Mendel. So Mendel made his hybridization experiment in the pea plant. So these plants are subjected to the self pollination and fertilization. So the results obtained that we seen in the some previous lectures. So in fact, it is well known for long time that some plant just will not self pollinated in contrast to selfing in the pea plant by Mendel. So a series of self incompatibility or self sterility alleles ensures cross pollination in such plants. Thus, a single plant may produce both male and female gametes, but pollen grains of this plant fail to fertilize the ovules of the same plant. So, as a result, no seed will ever be produced. The same plants, however, will be crossed with certain other plants, so evidently they are not sterile. This phenomenon is called self incompatibility or self sterility. So, what happen here? A single plant may produce both male and female gametes, but pollen grains of this plant fail to fertilize the ovules of the same plant. So, as a result of which there is no seed will be produced. So, same plant, however, when they are crossed with certain other plants, they are not sterile. This phenomenon is called self incompatibility or self sterility. So, a plant when not able to produce the seed, and when such plant has been crossed with some other plant, they can able to produce the seed. They are not sterile. This phenomenon is called self incompatibility or self sterility. So what happen here, we are going to define the self incompatibility. It is the inability of the pollen to effect fertilization on the stigma of same flower. Due to the self incompatibility, such plants has been pollinated and fertilized by the cross pollination. So, self incompatibility is the inability of the pollen to effect fertilization on the stigma of the same flower. Now, here we are going to study the self incompatibility in the Nicotiana. Coleridge in 1764 described self sterility or self incompatibility in tobacco plant Nicotiana. Later on, the phenomenon of self-sterility is found to be common in many other dicot and monocrop plants such as sweet cherries, petunia, even primrose. East and Mangelsdorf in 1925 proposed a series of self-sterility alleles labeled S1, S2, S3, S4 up to the number of S allele Sn. A Nicotiana plant could have any two of these but no more, since they are alleles located opposite each other in a pair of chromosomes. Fertilization could be accomplished only by a pollen grain with one of the allele not present. For example, a plant having a genotype of S1, S2, if pollinated by S1, S2 pollen, will set no seed because neither S1 or S2 could affect fertilization. The alleles present in both the male and female parent are same. If S1 S2 plant, if pollinated by S1 S2 pollen, will set no seed because neither S1 nor S2 could affect fertilization. Apparently, pollen tubes will not grow down a style of the same genotype. So this is the phenomenon of self incompatibility, the inability of the pollen to effect fertilization on the same plant, on the same stigma. Such phenomenon it is called as self incompatibility. So for this, a East and Mangelsdorf in 1925 proposed a series of self sterility allele designated or labeled as S1, S2, S4, S3, S4 and so on. So a Nicotiana plant could have any two of these but no more since they are alleles located opposite each other in a pair of chromosomes. So what happen here? Fertilization could be accomplished only by a pollen grain with one of the allele that has been not present on the in the in the ovule of the plant. So for example, here the female parent having a genotype of S1 S2. If it is pollinated by a pollen having a genotype of S1 S2. So under such condition, both the alleles in the ovule and the pollen are same, due to which there is no seed set, because neither S1 nor S2 could affect fertilization, because both the alleles are same in the ovule and the pollen also. So there is no seed set. Apparently pollen tubes will not grow down a style of the same genotype. So this is because of the phenomenon of self incompatibility in Nicotiana. So various combinations of crosses if we made for obtaining the progeny. So this is a picture here. If the female parent having a genotype of S1 S2, if it is pollinated by a pollen having a genotype of S1 and S2. So this is the self fertilization or pollination when a cross has been made between the parent having a genotype of S1 S2 and S1 S2. So the pollen having a alleles of either S1 S1 or S2 S2. So these pollens when landed on the stigma of a flower having a genotype in the egg cell S1 and S2, so such pollen could not going to affect fertilization. They are not able to germinate on the stigma of the flower. The pollen tube will not grow in the style, so there is no fertilization. So in this plant, such pollen, it is fully incompatible. Now another cross we consider here, a female parent having a genotype of S1 S2. So in the ovule it possesses the egg cell having the alleles S1 and S2. Similarly, a pollen having a genotype of S2 and S3, S2 S3. So these pollens having the alleles S2 S2 and some pollens having the alleles S3 S3. So this pollen having a allele of S3 can effect fertilization on the stigma where the ovule possesses S1 and S2 allele. So the egg cell that possesses S1 and S2 allele has been pollinated and fertilized by a pollen having the allele, a different allele S3 and S3 also. Okay, so this S3 pollen can able to effect fertilization on the stigma where the ovules contain S1 and S2. So the pollens having a genotype of S2 and S3 are semi-compatible. Only the S3 is compatible on this stigma where the ovule contain S1 and S2 alleles. So this S3 pollen can effect fertilization for the ovule having a allele S1. Similarly, this S3 pollen can effect fertilization in the ovule having a allele S2. Okay, so this S2 S3 pollens are semi compatible. Half of the pollen can effect fertilization those having the allele S3. Okay, so the progeny produced is S1 S3 S2 S3. They effect fertilization, there is a seed set and the progeny form having a genotype of S1 S3 S2 S3. Okay, now the third case, when a cross has been made between a female parent having a genotype of S1 S2 with a male parent having a genotype of S3 S4. So as a result of gametogenesis, the gamete produce having the allele S1 S2 while the male parent produce the pollen having a alleles S3 and S4. When such pollens are landed on the stigma of a flower where the ovules contain the alleles S1 S2 S1 S2. Okay, now this S3 and S4 both the pollens can able to effect fertilization because they are different from the alleles present in the ovules of the flower. Here the ovules of the flower contain the allele S1 or S2. Okay, and the pollens having the allele S3 and S4, so they can effect fertilization. So such pollens are fully compatible on the stigma where the ovules contain S1 and S2 alleles. So the progeny form after fertilization having a genotype of S1, S3, also S1, S4, S2, S3 and S2, S4. Okay, so all the pollens of a genotype of S3 and S4 are compatible on the stigma of the ovule having a genotype of S1 and S2. So this is about the self incompatibility in Nicotiana. Now the another one example is the eye color in Drosophila. In Drosophila are the fruit flies. Normal red eye color is determined by X-linked wild type gene. Red eye color in Drosophila is determined by a X-linked wild type gene. Now white eye color, Drosophila was one of the first mutant known in the fruit flies. The traits of red eye and white eye exhibited simple dominance recessive relationship. So a wild type red eye color and also a mutant type white eye color that has been found in the Drosophila. This red eye color which is dominant over the white eye color, subsequently different shades between the red and white were also rediscovered. About a dozen different alleles are now known to occur at this locus. They are, the wild type one is the red, which is designated by W plus sign, which is a wild type, through coral WCO, blood WBL. Here it should be the W, not B, WBL, eosin WE, cherry WCH, apricot WA, honey WH, buff WBF, tinged WT, pearl WP, ivory WI, and finally the white, that is the small w. Okay, so here the case is that in Drosophila a normal red eye color which is dominant over the all other different shades that has been found between the red and white. The white is the recessive one. So in Drosophila about a dozen different alleles are known to occur at this locus. They are red, coral, blood, eosin, cherry, apricot, honey, buff, tinged, pearl, ivory, and finally the white. Okay, all of these were considered on the basis of F2 ratio to form a multiple allelic series, wild being dominant to all others and white is recessive to all. So W plus, it is a red which is dominant over WCO, that is a coral, WBL blood, WE eosin, WCH, WA apricot, WH honey, WBF buff, WT tinged, WP WI eosin, and finally the small w which is white. So this wild type red color, it is dominant over the all other multiple allelic series, and also to the white is recessive to the all. So this is the eye color in the Drosophila that has been controlled by the multiple allelic series, right? Start from the red eye and ends with the white color. When any two recessive alleles were brought together, intermediate type called compound has been obtained. So any two recessive alleles were brought together, an intermediate type, that is the compound, is obtained. However, some of the members of this multiple allelic series have been found to be pseudo alleles by Lewis. So this is about the eye color in Drosophila. So this ends our fourth chapter, that is the multiple alleles. So multiple alleles are alternative form of the gene that has been located on the same chromosome, control the same character, so that we call it as the multiple alleles. So when we see the definition of the multiple alleles are three or more alleles for a particular gene. Sometimes one gene may occur in more than two alternative forms. Such alternative form of the gene are referred to as multiple alleles. A precise definition is the multiple allele is a series of three or more genes which control the same character, occupy the same locus of the homologous chromosome. Now there are certain Characters of the multiple alleles. Multiple alleles of a series always occupies the same locus in the chromosome. All the multiple alleles occupy the same locus in the chromosome, so because of which there is no crossing over occurs within the alleles of the same multiple allelic series. Multiple alleles always influence the same character. The wild type is always dominant, while other mutant in a series may show dominance, or there may be an intermediate phenotypic effect. When any two mutant multiple alleles are crossed, the phenotype is mutant type, not the wild type. Multiple alleles control or express the same character, but each of the alleles express different character. If you see the coat color, if you see the example of CCH, that is the chinchilla or light gray, it having its own character, that is a chinchilla or light gray. Okay, they control the same character. The character is the coat color, but the variants are full color or wild type. Another one is the chinchilla, third one is the Himalayan, and the last one is the albino or white color. So these are the various phenotypic characters. Suppose a series of 4 alleles starting from wild to the albino. The wild type gene C is dominant over all other mutant alleles, while gene small c is the last mutant allele, which is recessive to all other alleles. Okay, the entire series of multiple alleles are represented by same basic letter. Here the case is the coat color in rabbit, it is denoted by a letter C, and the different forms are indicated by the superscripts. Here is the chinchilla CH, Himalayan H. So these are the characters of the multiple alleles. Inheritance of blood group in human, Dr. Carl Landsteiner work we studied here in the inheritance of the blood group in the human. So inheritance of the blood group in human has been controlled by a gene I. So this is about the inheritance of blood group in human. Another one is the self incompatibility in Nicotiana, and the last one is the eye color in the Drosophila. Okay, self incompatibility, inability of the pollen to effect fertilization on the stigma of the same flower. Okay, and the last one is the eye color in Drosophila. So this ends the fourth chapter, multiple alleles. Okay, thank you, stay home, be safe.